This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Good Monday afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Beaver Trail Park here in Glasgow for WCLU's long-standing tradition of broadcasting Glasgow Athletic Little League Championship games for you. Today we have two championship games. First, it'll be the 10 and under division, and then coming up a little bit later on this evening, it'll be the 12-year-old and under age division. Both of these groups are live arm pitching. So a little bit different than what we saw 10 days ago. Bruce Tribune joins me now. Bruce, 10 days ago we did the coach pitch game. That turned out to be a really good ball game, and hopefully we'll have a couple more good ones here tonight.
Yes, I hope so. And boy, it's a hot one on these youngsters today. It's up about 92, and there is a breeze blowing, but you know, this is totally different world. Of course, they're getting ready to start, and we're ready to go, so I'll cut off what I'm saying.
We'll get to the lineups here as we go along, but we are ready to get things going for our championship game in the 10 and under division. It is the Blue Jays against the Mets, and the Blue Jays the visiting team, the Mets the home team. And first up for the Blue Jays is the first baseman Holden Wooten. Pitching for the Mets is Zachary Sloan. Here's the ball hit to the right side, fielded by the second baseman John Carter Walbert. He'll flip it to first where Braden Miner's covering, and there's one away. So Holden Wooten, the first batter for the Blue Jays. Easton Jesse up next. He'll be followed by the catcher Preston Gaunt, and then it'll be the third baseman Hunter Simmons, shortstop Ryan Furlong, second baseman Jacob Brunson, bat sixth. Number 7 hitter is the right fielder David Allen Thomason, batting eighth, center fielder Luke Simmons, and the number 9 hitter, the left fielder Kip Mutter. And here's a ball hit just foul down the third base side by Easton Jesse.
It just was foul. It hit on the fair side and then bounced over the bag. Side.
And the extra hitter for the Blue Jays will be Trent Martin.
Maybe.
Trent was not here when the lineup was turned in to us, but assuming Trent gets here, he will be the extra hitter for the Blue Jays. We'll give you the Mets defense here in just a moment after this pitch. That was a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Easton. Defensively for the Mets, you have Max White in left field, Braden Dixon in center, Maddox Davis is in right. Give you the infield after this pitch. 1-1 the count to Easton. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. Third base is Bo Shelton for the Mets. The shortstop is Bray Bewley. John Carter Walbert at second. Braden Miner at first. We've already told you Zachary Sloan is the pitcher, and the catcher is Weston Carroll. Zachary Sloan waiting to deliver a 1-2 pitch, and it's on the way, and it's a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's now straight back.
Difference we've seen, of course, it started last week, you know, coach pitch down in the younger division used to be T-ball, and then this division was coach pitch, and then you had live arm, and they start the live arm now here with a 10 and under, and it's sometimes some of them struggle.
Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Here's a ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop Bewley charging. The throw is not quite in time, but what a nice play anyway by Bewley. But just could not get it there.
It might have been a little bit deep in the hole. You know, this field sort of, you know, for this age group, you know, he's a little deep, and you know, if he got to the ball a little quicker, he made a great throw across the diamond, but just not in time.
So with 1 away, that will bring up the catcher Preston Gaunt.
Got to retrieve a. Oh. Well. Okay.
The pitch on the way is high. The runner takes off for second base, and he'll slide in safely. So Easton Jesse with the stolen base. One ball, no strike to Gaunt as he steps back into the box. Fastball is popped popped up on the infield. It'll be caught by the shortstop Bewley for out number 2. And that brings up the third baseman, Hunter Simmons. He'll bat from the left side.
Sloan doing a pretty good job here so far. Hadn't had a ball hit out of the infield. So.
Sloan sets and delivers the fastball. Swung on and missed by Simmons. Strike 1. The coach pitch rules were a little bit different than the normal baseball rules. Things are pretty much back to normal for these two leagues, 10 and under and 12 and under. Just a couple of slight variations on the rules for the 10 and under division. But here's a wild pitch. It's going to get to the backstop, and that'll move Jesse over to third base. So 1 ball, 1 strike count to Simmons at the plate. Sloan sets, now delivers. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And this pitch from Sloan misses a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the top of the first inning here is the 10 and under division championship game for the Glasgow Athletic Baseball program here. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3 and out number 3 here in the top of the first inning.
Joe, he got Sloan got his first strikeout there, the third out, but there was no runs. There was 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We completed a half inning. We have no score here in the Glasgow Athletic program, 10 and under. We'll be right back on WCLU Sports.
Joe Myers and Brewster View back with you at Beaver Trail Park, where we go to the bottom of the first inning here in the Glasgow Athletic program, 10 and under division championship game. It is a scoreless game between the Blue Jays and the Mets. Mets about to take their first turn at bat. Let's look at their batting order for you. Batting first and catching is Weston Carroll. Number 2 hitter is the shortstop, Bray Bewley. Pitching and batting third, Zachary Sloan. Bo Shelton's at third base. He'll be the cleanup man for them. John Carter Walbert bats fifth, and he's at second base. Braden Miner plays first base, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Max Wyatt. Number 8 hitter is the center fielder, Braden Dixon. And Maddox Davis bats ninth and is in right field. Mets 11-1 on the year. Their head coach is Mike Sloan. They were 3-0 against the Blue Jays this year. They finished in first place in the regular season. Coach Sloan is assisted by John Walbert and Chris Bewley. I think I neglected to tell you that the Blue Jays are 8-5 on the year. They went, as we said, 0-3 against the Mets. They finished in number 3 spot in the regular season. Head coach is Bryant Boston. Bryant is assisted by Ricky Wooten and Stephen Furlong. And, well, it is a warm one here, as Bruce said earlier. We're getting a little bit of a break because we're in the shade, at least, up here in the box. We've got all the windows open, a little bit of breeze blowing through here occasionally. Fans sitting down on the metal bleachers, and the kids out there on the field have got to be burning up. But it is the middle of June, so this is what we're expecting, I guess, this time of year. So we're ready to get things going here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Weston Carroll, Bray Bewley, and Zachary Sloan to lead things off for the Mets. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Easton Jesse, and his first pitch of the day is a fastball high. Kip Mutters out in left field for the Blue Jays. Luke Simmons in center field. David Allen Tomlinson in right. A 1-0 pitch on the way. A little bit high also, 2-0. Hunter Simmons is at third base for the Blue Jays. Ryan Furlong is the shortstop. Jacob Brunson at second. Holden Wooten at first. Preston Gauntz is the catcher. Pitch from Jesse is grounded to the third baseman Simmons, and Hunter bobbles it. His throw is going to be late. And so Carroll will reach to get things going here in the bottom of the first for the Mets. And that will bring up the shortstop, Bray Bewley.
I don't see a lot of left-hand third basemen, do you?
No, you don't. Certainly not once you get up to the high school level at least, which is what we're used to seeing. Swing and a miss by Bewley. The runner takes off for second base, and Carroll will have it without a throw. The leadoff hitter here in the first inning in scoring position with nobody out. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Jesse. It's grounded to Simmons at third base. Bobbles it. Now he'll throw again, and it's late. And the throw's going to be high. It's going to get away. That's going to bring Carroll in to score. Bewley on his way to third. Now he'll put the brakes on and head back to second base as the throw to third was going to beat him. And a 1-0 lead for the Mets. Still nobody out. A runner at second base. That'll bring up the pitcher, Zachary Sloan. Pitch from Jesse in the dirt. That's going to get to the backstop. That'll move Bewley over to third base. Houston Jesse ready for the next pitch. 1-0 is in there for a call strike. Jesse with the 1-1. It's low. And a good stop by the catcher, Preston Gaunt, that time to keep the ball right next to him. Bray Bewley had to stay put at third base because of that. Jesse with the pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop Furlong. He charges, but cannot come up with it cleanly, and that'll get Bewley in from third base to make it 2-0 Mets. Now the third baseman, Bo Shelton.
He's struggling to get an out right now.
Pitch in the dirt. Gaunt's blocked it, but the runner going to take off for second base anyway. The throw down actually hits Sloan in the foot as he was trying to get to second base. So he'll be safe there.
I'm surprised. Maybe it hurt him a little bit. He's walking it off. Why he didn't break for third? Because the ball was going into right field, left field.
Yeah, it came down right on top of his foot. I'd say that didn't feel real good. He's going to be all right, though. He'll stay in the ball game. Still nobody out. 2-0 lead for the Mets. Bo Shelton is the hitter. Sloan on at second base. Jesse's pitch is low and away. And that's going to get to the backstop, and that'll move Sloan over to third. Jesse sets, and that one hits Shelton in the back of the helmet. So he'll go down to first base. And now running to the corners.
As I said, the Blue Jays are just struggling a little bit right now. They've lost to this team 3 times, the number 1 seed. It just seemed a little tight. They've had a couple ground balls hit on them. They just hadn't fielded them cleanly. And
John Carter Walbert is the hitter. And he watches the first pitch go by low. And the runner at first, Bo Shelton, will swipe second base without a throw. So 2 more runners in scoring position for the Mets. The 1-0 pitch to Walbert. In there for a strike on the inside. Easton Jesse sets and delivers. Fastball again in there for a strike. That one on the outside half, and it's 1-2.
That's one of those where we talked about earlier, I believe. We was talking about the plate being a little off center or something, and that ball caught the corner. I believe it had been squared up. It might not have been there.
Now this pitch is inside. Yeah, home plate is not exactly lined up with second base and with the pitcher's mound, but... ball, 2-strike count.
2-2.
And that one a little bit low. 3-2. Umpires, by the way, are Jeff Sanders and Chris Jennings. I'll recognize those guys for their effort out in the heat. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's high. So Walbert draws the walk. Still nobody out. Runners first, second, and third. The base is juiced with Metz, and the hitter will be Braden Miner. Fastball from Jesse in there for a strike.
Timeout.
Brian Boston, coach for the Blue Jays, is going to go out and have a word with his infielders as they'll all gather around there at the pitcher's mound. Thanks some of our sponsors, or all of our sponsors here actually on WCLU, as these folks have helped us to bring you these Little League games on the air. We certainly appreciate them. Van Home Healthcare, Automotive Parts and Shop, Parrish Carpet, McDonald's, T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, Glasgow Coin and Jewelry, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. Big thank you to those folks. A 2-0 lead here for the Mets over the Blue Jays. And our next hitter due up is going to be Braden Miner. The conversation on the mound is starting to break up, but now the two umpires are going to talk to the two coaches about something. Well, whatever it is, it's all settled. So with the bases loaded, comes Braden Miner. Yeah, swing and miss. Braden a little bit out in front of that pitch. 0-2. 0-2 now. And that pitch in the dirt. Another good stop by Goss.
Yeah, he kept it in front of him and blocked it up the third base line, so the Sloan unable to advance. He was going to run right into the tag.
Now 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. So one away. That brings up the left fielder, Max Wyatt. Well, a swing and miss for Max. Strike 1.
Well, that's Madden Davis. That's not the lineup they gave us.
That's not the lineup they gave us.
That's number 15, and White, 7, should be at bat. They're batting out of order. I don't know whether maybe they're going to catch us now.
I think they just did catch it.
Oh.
That's an out in regular baseball.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll do here. But I thought when he turned, I thought, well, they've got his first name maybe on the front, on the back of his jersey, but it said Davis, and then 15, so that's Maddox Davis.
So they're going to talk about how to handle this situation, I think.
Well, it seems that their coach caught it.
Well, they're just going to let it go, and they're going to bring up the right kid, which we think should be Max Wyatt.
Well, I guess, will he take his 1-strike count?
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
That is Max coming to the plate. I don't know if we've got a new at bat or what we've got here, but we'll figure it out. Pitch here is high, and he did take the 0-1 count, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well,
pitch on the way from Easton Jesse, swung on and missed by White, 1-2. One-two pitch, called strike 3 on the inside corner. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Easton Jesse with the bases loaded. And that will bring up the center fielder, Braden Dixon. Pitch in there for a strike. 2-0 lead for the Mets. We're in the bottom of the first inning here. 10 and under division championship game with the Glasgow Athletic Program.
Easton's got settled down now, and he's throwing strikes.
And this one's low, going to get to the backstop. That's going to get 1 run in. That'll make it 3-0 in favor of the Mets. The other 2 runners moved up a bag as well. That was Zachary Sloan that came in to score. Shelton and Walbert each moved up a bag. So runners at second and third now. Pitch is low.
Well, heck, 1-1, I believe the count, Joe.
We're not sure. Maybe 2-1. Fastball is high. 3 balls in the strike now. Jesse with the pitch, and it's low, and that'll be a walk for Braden Dixon. And now Maddox Davis will come up to the plate. He'll be the 9th batter for the Mets in this first inning.
It's his second time at the plate in this inning.
Only the first one that's legal.
Official, yeah. His first official thing.
First pitch to him with the ball. Here's the 1-0 from Easton Jesse. It's high, and so high that it's not called by Goss. So if they're going to get the runner at home, it looks like Preston Goss did a good job to hustle back to the backstop to get that baseball, and the pitcher Jesse did a good job of covering the plate, and they tagged the runner out who was trying to come home on the wild pitch. So that'll do it for the Mets here in the first.
3 runs, 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left. We've completed 1 inning of play here in the Glasgow Athletic Program, 10 and under, and it's the Mets 3, the Blue Jays 0. We'll be right back on WCIU Sport.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Back here with you at Beaver Trail Park. We go to the top of the second inning, and it is the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Blue Jays. That'll be Ryan Furlong, Jacob Brunson, and David Allen Thomason. Zachary Sloan finishing up his warm-up tosses for the Mets. Ryan Furlong set to step in and get us going. Sloan comes set, and his pitch is high. Furlong had squared the bunt, pulled back and took the pitch, though. Here's the 1-0. Again, Furlong squares the bunt, then pulls back and takes ball 2.
Yeah, Blue Jays need to get some base runners this inning. They stranded 1 on third in that first, but they need to get some runs back here. Gave up 3 in the top of the first.
And Furlong takes this pitch high and tight. Get a little chin music there.
Hey, he sort of fell to the ground, the bat on top, and I thought the ball was going to drop off and hit the bat.
So 3-0 to Ryan Furlong, and pitch from Sloan in there for a strike on the inside corner.
Sloan does have 1 strikeout. He had yet to give up a walk.
The 3-1 is low and away. So a leadoff walk for Ryan Furlong. Now the second baseman, Jacob Brunson.
We'll see how this translates into 10 and under. Rick Alexander told us in the major leagues, a leadoff walk scores, 42% of the time. The leadoff walker hit.
Pitch outside. Furlong got way off the back at first base after that pitch, but no throw down. Yeah, I'd say the statistics are a little bit different for 10 and under division than they are to major leagues, but who knows? Pitch here is high, 2-0.
He respects Carroll's arm. He gets about 4 steps off. Of course, you can't take off till the ball crosses the plate, so.
Yeah, that is one thing that's different at this age group. Ground ball to the right side. Braden Miner at first base will field it. He'll tag the bag at first, and now the throw to third is in time. Ryan Furlong was trying to go first to third on the play, and nice throw by the first baseman Miner after he tagged the bag at first base. Made a good throw to third. Bo Shelton there covering and applied the tag for the second out. So that empties the bases for the right fielder, David Allen Thomason.
Nice throw by Miner across the diamond. That's a pretty long throw, and he put it right on the bag.
Good fastball there from Sloan. Thomason swung through it for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and that'll do it for the Blue Jays here in the top half of the second.
Sloan, for the second consecutive inning, strikes out the last out. But after giving up the leadoff walk, the 365 double play cleans the bases. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After a 1.5, the Mets 3, the Blue Jays 0 will return after this timeout on 14 Cargo Sports. PJ City.
Joe Myers, to be back with you at Beaver Trail Park. It is the 10 and under division championship game, the Glasgow Athletic program. Coming up a bit later on this evening, it'll be the 12 and under division. And for the Mets, leading off the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Maddox Davis. He'll be followed by Weston Carroll and Bray Bewley. 9, 1, and 2 hitters.
Well, we've completed one round now, and for the Mets, and Mr. Davis is batting for his third time.
Maddox came up out of order the first time back in the first inning. Swing and a miss there. And then was at the plate when the bottom of the first ended.
2-ball count when they had a play at the plate on, on a wild pitch. So.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Easton Jesse. Swing and a miss by Davis. 0-2. Jesse with the pitch, and it's low. Mets lead this thing 3-0. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. One away.
His third strikeout for Easton Jesse.
Back to the top of the order for the Mets, it'll be Weston Carroll. Good pitch in there for strike one from Easton Jesse.
Carroll reached on an error by Hunter Simmons his first at bat, and then later scored. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1.
You can order a copy of this game today on the from the electric plant board, I should say. Glasgow electric plant board here filming. Cody Meek over on top of the first base dugout has no doubt the hottest job here today. Standing on top of a metal dugout. He's shaking his head yes. He's agreeing with us. Foul ball here. But you can order the game from the plant board. Just call them at 270-651-8341 and request a copy of whichever division championship game you want. Of course, we had the Coach Pitch division a few days ago. I'm sure they've still got copies of that, and you can get copies of this one. And the 1200 championship game, which will be played later on tonight. It'll have our audio on there. Not that that's a selling point or anything, but it will have our audio, so you won't be watching just a silent game.
You talk about copies. I've got a VHS copy of a Kiwanis softball tournament they had back up in, I'll have to think when it would be. It would be about 88, 89 or something that Randall and I had, and we played up at Legion that the plant board made. Bobby Biggers and Jimmy Farrell, I think, were doing the play-by-play for that game.
3-ball and 2-strike count.
We still get it out and watch it every once in a while.
To Weston Carroll. You like to reminisce.
Yeah, makes me feel younger.
And the ball hit back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Carroll. And it's going to get by the center fielder out there, Simmons, and that's going to get Carroll to second base.
The most solid hit we've had by either team.
Now the shortstop, Bray Bewley, at the plate. With one away and a runner in scoring position at second base. And a foul ball, just fouled down the first base line.
I guess it was 90, 89, 90, somewhere along in there. It's been a while.
Where did you say that was filmed?
American Legion.
American Legion.
Kiwanis had a softball tournament up there. And my good friend and former cohort here at WCLU, Randall Cook and I were.
Pitch here in the dirt. One pitch on the way is fly to left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That's easily going to get Carroll in from third base. Bewley digging for second. Now he'll make the turn and head for third, and he's going to be there safely.
Little Texas leaguer, but his speed and where the ball landed got him. That's his second hit, and that's a triple, and picks up an RBI.
So a 4-0 lead now for the Mets. Here's the pitcher, Zachary Sloan. And a wild pitch. And that's going to get Bewley in from third base to make it 5-0 Mets. And we'll get another timeout called here by Blue Jays head coach Bryant Boston. Don't forget, we've got the broadcast of the 12 and under division championship game coming up following this one. One of the participants in that game will be the Red Sox. We were told who the other one was, Marlins, I think. I think it's the Red Sox and Marlins in the 12 and under championship game. We understand that both of those teams are pretty solid. Expect a pretty good ball game in that one. I invite you to stay tuned for that. We're about ready to get back to action here. 5-0 lead for the Mets. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. And a 1-0 pitch on the way to Zachary Sloan. In the dirt, 2-0. a little bit high. 3 balls and no strikes. And the pitch is ball 4. Sloan draws the walk. Makes a big turn. He's going to try to go to second. Well, now he holds up. They'll stay put at first. Preston Gaunce got back there and got that baseball. And Sloan gave it a big turn around first base, but had second thoughts. Went back to the bag at first. And Gaunce may be a little shaken up. The catcher's taking a little bit of a pounding back there behind home plate throughout the first couple of innings. Besides that, he may just be hot.
I can understand that.
Take it from a former catcher. These days are hot with all that gear on behind the plate. And I think that's what the deal is. They're going to take his chest protector off here and let him get a little air, give him a cold towel or two, it looks like, if he can't get him cooled down a little bit. And we may have a position change here. Tell you what, while they get it all figured out, let's take a break, let's take a timeout, and we'll come back in just a moment. It's 5-0 lead for the Mets over the Blue Jays here in the 10-under Division Championship game, the Glasgow Athletic Program. We're back after this on WCOD Sports. Two of the outfielders are switching too. Joe Myers, Bruce Trevue back here with you at Beaver Trail Park. We have had all kinds of changes for the Blue Jays, and we'll tell you, at least first of all here, the new pitcher is Ryan Furlong. And the first hitter he's going to face is Bo Shelton for the Mets, and swinging a miss for Shelton. Mets lead this thing 5-0 over the Blue Jays. It's the championship game, the Glasgow Athletic Program's 10-and-under division. The 0-1 pitch coming from Furlong. Swinging a miss again. It's 0-2. And the runner takes off for second base, and he'll be safe. So stolen base for Zachary Sloan.
His second of the afternoon as he gets in there safely.
Easton Jesse, who was pitching, is now at shortstop. Preston Gaunce and Holden Wooten switch positions. Gaunce now at first base. Wooten is the catcher. And a swing and a miss by Shelton for out number 2. And I think the right fielder and left fielder changed positions as well. I think David Allen Thomason is now in left field and Kip Mutter is in right. I would not promise you all those changes are correct, but I think everything is right. The hitter here is John Carter Walbert, and the throw down to third base on the pitch is not going to be in time, and the runner will have third base stolen. It'll be Zachary Sloan going to third. So John Carter Walbert back into the box, waiting on a 1-0 pitch. That one's high and in. It's 2-0.
Walbert drew a walk at first at bat.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Jesse. His throw to first is just in time. And that'll be the third out of the inning. So the Mets will strand one runner, but they do add to the lead here in the second.
Well, they picked up 2 runs here in the second inning. They did have 2 hits, both of them extra base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1 batter. So we've completed 2 innings now. It's the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 0. We'll be right back on 14 Karat Go Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Back here at Beaver Trail Park, it is a 5-0 lead for the Mets over the Blue Jays as we get things going here in the top half of the third inning. The Blue Jays will send Braden Dixon, that's the Mets. The Blue Jays will send Luke Simmons, Kip Mutter, and possibly Trent Martin to the plate. Zachary Sloan still pitching for the Mets. And Luke Simmons steps into the box. Sloan from the stretch, the pitch is low. One ball, no strikes here. Sloan comes to the fastball. It's swung on and missed by Simmons for strike one. Now the 1-1 from Zachary Sloan is low. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball here misses high. 3-1. Sloan comes set and delivers. Pitch right down Broadway there for strike 2.
He reared back and let that one fly, and like you said, it was right down the middle of the plate.
So full count now to Luke Simmons. Fastball just high, so Simmons will draw a leadoff walk to start the third.
Second walk given up by Sloan. Pitched a pretty good ball game. And his defense has really helped him.
That brings up Kip Mutter.
Mutter's first at bat.
First pitch he sees in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. Sloan with the pitch, and strike 3 called on the outside corner.
That's the third strikeout.
And with one away, let's see who comes to the plate.
I believe they're back to the top of the order, Wooten 3, because Jesse's going over to the on-deck circle.
I guess Trent Martin did not make it to the ball game, so Holden Wooten will be the hitter.
So we'll scratch Mr. Martin.
And the pitch here from Sloan is low and away, and it's going to get by the catcher Carroll, and that moves Simmons over to second base.
Only the second runner for the Blue Jays to be in scoring position. They
have not had a lot of opportunities, have they?
Got a runner to third in that first inning.
Ball hit back up the middle, knocked down on a diving stop by the pitcher Sloan. He'll go to first base to get the out. That does move Simmons over to third, but a good hustle play that time by Zachary Sloan. So with 2 down, that brings up the pitcher Easton Jesse.
Threw that one from his knees. We were talking about the College World Series earlier. Vanderbilt had a walk-off 2-run homer to come back and beat Cal State.
Oh, they had a walk-off homer. I didn't. Yeah. I knew they came back to win in the ninth. I didn't know it was a walk-off home run.
They hadn't had many hits, because after the rain delay from last night, they had come back and only had to complete like 3 2/3 innings or something like that. And they had 3 extra base hits in the bottom of the ninth, a double, and a walk-off home run.
Wow. Easton Jesse is the hitter.
But the other night, I believe it was the LSU game. They had a pretty good pitcher on the mound. He hit the ball, hit back to it.
Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Brave Bewley, but it gets through, and that'll go into left field, and that's going to bring in the first run of the day for the Blue Jays as Luke Simmons comes in to score. And Jesse winds up at second base on the play.
It'll be an unearned run.
So it makes it 5-1 in favor of the Mets.
But they hit a ball back, and the pitcher made a great stop on it and had plenty of time, and, he sort of was going to just lob it over, and he threw it about 15 feet over the first baseman's head, and then they were going to sacrifice with a bunt. He fields it pretty clean and throws it away.
A little bit of pressure there in Omaha.
LSU was the top seed going in.
College World Series. Preston Goss is the hitter for the Blue Jays. First pitch to him is outside.
They were number 2 seed of the tournament. And
who was the number 1 overall that did not even make it? I can't remember.
Was it UCLA?
I think that may be right. Yeah, I think you are right.
They didn't make it out of, I don't think they made it out of the regions, much less the super regional.
Fastball from Zachary Sloan in there for a called strike, 1-1.
I think SEC had 4 teams in the National Baseball Championship, and the softball, they had 5.
It's a fly ball to left field, and that is going to be...
What all catch!
Nice catch out there by Max White in left field. And that'll be the third out of the inning. And that certainly saved another run for the Blue Jays.
1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We have played 2.5. It's the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. We'll be right back with the 4th inning after this time, bottom of the 3rd, after this timeout on WCLU Sports.
It's a 5-1 lead for the Mets. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. 5-1 lead for the Mets here at Beaver Trail Park in the Glasgow Athletic Program 10 and under division championship game. And leading things off for the Mets here in the bottom of the 3rd will be Braden Miner. He'll be followed by Max White and Braden Dixon.
Struck out his first at bat.
And a swing and a miss here for strike 1. Brian Furlong is pitching for the Blue Jays. He came in relief of Easton Jesse back in the 2nd inning. Fastball here, missed a little bit low, it looked like. 1-1.
Joe Easton Jesse pitched 1 in the 3rd innings, faced 12 batters, struck out 3, walked 2, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 wild pitches, and 1 hit batter.
Pitch low here, 2 balls and a strike.
Here's the other lineup card. I've got the other lineup.
I have the other lineup.
Yeah, no, I'll write it down between. Yeah, they just brought it up to us.
The pitch there to Miner was ball, so 3-1 now. And this one misses inside. So Miner will draw a leadoff walk to start the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Max White. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman, Brunson. He'll go to second for the out there to get the leadoff runner, or to get the lead runner, I should say. And with 1 away, Braden Dixon will be the hitter for the Mets. First pitch from Furlong, misses high and inside. Good pitch there from Ryan Furlong, drops in there for a called strike, 1-1.
He reached on a walk, his first at bat in the 1st inning.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. And this fastball misses inside as Dixon backs up out of the way of it. Strike 3 called. 2 away. Now the right fielder, Maddox Davis.
Davis struck out on a 1-2 count.
First pitch from Furlong is swung on and missed by Davis. 0-1. Fastball here, misses inside. Furlong sets, kicks and fires, and a swing and a miss. Strike 2, however, it's in the dirt, and that's going to move the runner to second base. Max Wyatt goes to second there. One ball, 2 strike count to Maddox Davis at the plate. Furlong with the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Furlong gets the strikeout for the third out of the inning.
That's the first time they've set them down without a run. We had no runs, there were no hits, there were no errors, and 1 left. We've completed 3 in the Glasgow Athletic Program, 10 and under, and the score is the Mets 5, Blue Jays 1. We'll be right back on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Welcome back to Beaver Trail Park. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you. We go to the top of the 4th inning here in the championship game for the Glasgow Athletic Program 10 and under division. And it is the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Blue Jays. Hunter Simmons, Ryan Furlong, and Jacob Brunson. Mets leading this ball game 5-1. First pitch from Zachary Sloan misses outside. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Walbert. Scoops it up, goes to first, throw a little bit low, but a good job there by the first baseman, Braden Miner, to go down and get it. 1 away. Now the shortstop, Ryan Furlong. And first pitch misses low and away. Fastball swung on and missed by Furlong. 1-1.
Sloan's just giving up the 1 hit, Joe. He's got a 1-hitter here, 2 outs into the 4th inning, so.
Pitch in the dirt here, 2-1.
And we talked about the leadoff walk in the 3rd inning, and it scored. I mean, he pitches probably for him in some games, I'd say, with the arm he's got.
Gonna bring up Jacob Brunson.
Brunson's second at bat. He grounded into a 3 unassisted 5 double play his first at bat.
Swing and a miss here. 1-1. In case you're wondering, there is no time limit for these championship games. There is a run rule limit, 10 runs after 4 innings, but we are nowhere near that at this point with a 5-1 lead for the Mets. Play 6 innings in this division and in the 12 and under division, which is coming up a little bit later on this evening. Swing and a miss here by Brunson. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. swung on a miss for strike 3. That'll be the third out of the innings as the Blue Jays go quietly here in the 4th.
And for the second time, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 3.5, it's still the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. We'll be right back on WCLU Sports.
Paris. Back here at Beaver Trail Park, we have a couple more changes for the Blue Jays as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. A new pitcher for the Blue Jays is Preston Gauntz. And the man he replaced, Ryan Furlong, goes back to his original position at shortstop. And Easton Jesse, who actually started the game as the pitcher, goes over to first base. I think those are the only changes we have.
Okie dokie.
Mets lead this game 5-1. It's the championship game of the 10 and under division in the Glasgow Athletic Program Baseball League.
Well, Joe, seeing that Furlong did not come back out, we can give you his stats. He pitched 1 2/3 innings, faced 6 batters, struck out 3, walked 1, and did not give up a hit or a run, had 1 wild pitch.
First hitter for the Mets here in the 4th is Weston Carroll. He'll be followed by Bray Bewley and Zachary Sloan. It's the top of the order for the Mets. They look to add to their 5-1 lead.
Carroll was 1 for 2, reached on an error, had a double. He scored 2 runs, 2 of their 5 in that leadoff position.
Ground ball up the middle, shortstop. Furlong charging. The throw is just in time. Terrific play that time by Furlong at shortstop. He had to charge that ball pretty hard. Got it, set his feet, and made a good throw to get the out by just a half step.
And we talked about Furlong earlier. You know, he made a good throw across the diamond. He's pulled in just a little bit now and got to that ball quick and made a strong throw across to get Carroll. That's the first time Carroll's been retired today.
Now the shortstop, Bray Bewley.
He's 2 for 2. I think
he hits one to Furlong at shortstop. Furlong charging. The throw again just in time. Couple of bang plays down at first base. But Furlong has made the play on the first 2 outs.
What you like about that? That's saving Gauntz too. He's come in, he's throwing strikes, and they're hitting ground balls and 3 pitches, and he's got 2 outs already here in the 4th inning.
Now the pitcher, Zachary Sloan. Gauntz comes with a fastball in there for a strike.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 strikes and 1 ball here to the 3rd batter he's faced, so he's making short work.
Fastball here misses high.
And that one stayed just a little high because it was in the, over the plate.
Now the 1-1. It's a fly ball, and that's going to drop in to right field for a base hit, and that's going to get in the gap, actually. Sloan on his way to second base. He's going to dig for third, and he'll get there without a throw. And they may try to send him home, but now the throw home will stop him in his tracks.
It's his second base hit of the day, and their 3rd extra base hit, another triple. All their damage has been done in their top 3 batters, Joe. They've got all 5 of their hits have come there, and all 5 of their runs have come in the top 3 batters of the order.
You need those guys to produce. That's why they're at the top of the order, and they've done so today. The hitter is Bo Shelton. He fouls the first pitch off. Sets for the 0-1. And fastball nails Shelton right in the back of the helmet.
That's the second time he's been hit.
I thought that was the kid that got hit the other time, too. Both times he's been hit right in the back of the helmet.
That ball just drops off, and he ducks down, and it hits him right in the top of the head almost.
But he's no worse for the wear as he trots down to first base. So runners to the corners. And the hitter here is John Carter Walbert. Lays down a bunt. It'll be fielded by the pitcher, Gauntz. He'll go to first base for the out. So that'll do it for the Mets here in the 4th.
Well, for 2 innings now, they've held them scoreless, no runs. They did have 1 hit. There were no errors, and they strand 2. So we've completed 4 now, and it's the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. We'll return after this timeout on WCLU Sports.
Back here once again at Beaver Trail Park as we go to the top half of the 5th inning here in the championship game with a 10 and under. baseball league for the Glasgow Athletic Program. It's the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. And leading things off, yeah, we do. But leading things off for the Blue Jays will be David Allen Thomason. And the new pitcher for the Mets is Bray Bewley. He and Zachary Sloan just switched positions. Zachary went to shortstop.
Thomason looking for his first hit, struck out his first at bat.
Swing and a miss here, 0-2 to Thomason. Luke Simmons and Kip Mutter are the other two hitters that are due up for the Blue Jays here in the fifth.
So we'll look at Sloan's pitching stats.
A swing and a miss by Thomason as he goes down for out number 1. On the center fielder, Luke Simmons.
Joe Zachary Sloan pitched 4 innings, faced 15 batters, struck out 3, walked 2, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned and had 2 wild pitches.
Pitch from Bray Bewley, misses low and away.
Simmons walked and scored the only run so far for the Blue Jays.
And Simmons almost got hit by the pitch right there.
Yes,
he barely didn't get out of the way of it. I'm not sure how he got out of the way of it, quite honestly. It was coming square for his back, it looked like. But it somehow missed him. Now the 2-0. Right down the middle there, 2-1. Bewley towing the rubber. Comes set. Fastball catches the outside half. 2-2. And a swing and a miss by Simmons for strike 3. 2 away. That brings up the left fielder, Kip Mutter.
Well, Bewley, I talked about him last inning. I said he's probably a pitcher, and he's come in here and struck out the first 2 batters he's seen. He's got a pretty good arm on him.
Fastball from Bewley misses low.
Mutter's looking for his first hit. He struck out on 3 pitches looking.
This one's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball in there for a strike. Now a 2-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. The 2-2 called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's the 3rd out of the inning for the Blue Jays as they go down in order here in the 5th.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts for Bewley as he comes in. He strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 4.5, it's still the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. We'll be right back with the Glasgow Athletic Home 10 and under after this timeout on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Back here at Beaver Trail Park as we now begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. And coming up to bat for the Mets will be Braden Miner. He'll be followed by Max White and Braden Dixon. 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the order. It's the Mets 5 and the Blue Jays 1 here. Blue Jays came into this game with an 8-5 record. The Mets 11-1. So the Mets hoping to close this game out here in the final couple of innings and finish off what's been a stellar year for them, certainly. Don't Don't forget, we'll talk to the players and coaches after this game. We'll go down on the field and have a quick word or two from all the players and coaches. Introduce you to them. Braden Miner in there to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth, and he swings and misses at the first offering for strike one. Preston Gaunt delivers another fastball in there for a strike, 0-2. Gaunt sets. Now the 0-2 pitch up and in as Miner dives out of the way of it.
Since Gaunt has come in, this will be the first batter that's seen 4 pitches. He's been very efficient. Pitched 10 to 5 batters in that first inning he threw.
This one's low. 2-2. Pitch here low and away, and the count will go full. I'd imagine this is the first full count he's had, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Preston
yes,
Gaunt,
it is.
I mean.
Yes.
Payoff pitch in there for a called strike on the outside corner.
That'll be his first strikeout.
And with one down, brings up the left fielder, Max Wyatt.
Wyatt struck out looking and hit into a fielder's choice.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Gaunt sets. Fastball here is outside.
Really looking forward to this next game. You know, we saw the coach pitch, and now this is the first year they live arm. I mean, the first division, 10 and under. But there's all the difference in the world when you get to that 12 and under.
Swing and a miss. 1-2, yes.
The pitching, the fielding, the hitting, and everything. I mean, after they've played 4 or 5 years, 6 years of ball.
Obviously, the skill level's a little bit higher at that 12 and under division. We've certainly seen our share of talent in this league as well.
Yeah, so it's been a very good played ball game. I've only got like 3 errors by both ball clubs, so 2 by the Blue Jays and 1 by the Mets, and there's another strikeout.
2-2 pitch swung on a miss by White for the second out. Now the center fielder, Braden Dixon, will be due up.
He has walked and struck out looking.
First pitch from Gaunt in there for a strike. Another strike in there on the outside corner. Well, you're right, though. Gaunt is coming here and not messed around. He is throwing strikes.
21 pitches to 7 batters.
That's what you want at any level. And a swing and a miss. Gaunt gets another strikeout.
He strikes out the side also. So for the first 2 innings really hurt the Blue Jays because they shut out the Mets in the last 3. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 5 now, it's still the Mets 5, the Blue Jays 1. We'll be right back on WCLU Sports.
Welcome back to Beaver Trail Park as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be Holden Wooten. He'll be followed by Easton Jesse and Preston Gaunt. It's the top of the order for the Blue Jays as Bray Bewley tries to finish this thing off for the Mets, and his first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Mets is 3 outs away from winning this championship here in the 10 and under division as they lead it 5-1 over the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss for strike two. Bewley with the 0-2 pitch, and Wooten swings to it for strike three, so 1 away. Now the pitcher, Easton, or was the pitcher, I think he's at first base now, Easton Jesse.
He's come in and thrown nothing but smoke. He's faced 4 batters and struck out 4. So.
Yeah, Bewley has looked good for the Mets since he's come in. Their starter, Zachary Sloan, threw it awfully well, too.
Yes, he did. You can see why they're 11-1 now.
Yes, you can. Swing and a miss by Jesse. 1-1. See, I don't care what level of baseball you're talking about. If you have good pitching, you're going to be a pretty good ball club. Now the 1-1 is low and in the dirt. 2-1. Bewley sets. Pitch is high. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, we bragged on him too much. He struck out the first 4, and now he's 3-1 on a batter. So
we'll see what he does here to finish this at bat off. Fastball misses a little bit high, so Jesse will draw the 1-out walk here in the 6th. And that brings up the pitcher, Preston Gaunce.
Gaunce is flown out to the shortstop, popped out to shortstop, and flew out to left field on a nice play by Thomason out there in left field.
And the pitch is in there for a strike. Runner Jesse takes off for second base, and he'll have it stolen. Not to correct you, but just want to give credit where credit's due. It was Max White who made that.
Oh, they swapped. Okay.
No. Max White's for the Mets. Thomason's for the Blue Jays.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I just want to make sure Max gets credit for making that play out there in left field. And Mets coach Mike Sloan comes to the home plate umpire, Jeff Sanders, and says something. I'm not sure what their discussion's about here. Maybe he's asking if Easton left first base a little early. Whatever it was, they're going to leave Jesse at second base, so no harm, no foul.
I tell you, that is a tough call to make, too. I mean, it's so, you've got to, make sure the plate, and the pitcher and stuff, it is tough, especially with 2 umpires.
Gaunce with a ground ball to the left side. It's backhanded by the shortstop, Sloan. His throw to first is not going to be in time, and it gets away. That's going to bring in Jesse to score to make it 5-2. Gaunce will wind up at second base.
That's just the second hit, but Gaunce with this single gets an RBI and then moves to second on the throwing error. He had it beat out. Ball was hit deep in the hole, and
that's one where Sloan will learn over time to try to just hang on to that one.
Yeah, because he had to go very deep, and he didn't get his feet planted real well because he had to make a quick throw.
So that'll bring up Hunter Simmons with 1 away. So the Blue Jays still very much alive here with a runner in scoring position. A swing and a miss by Simmons. The pitch gets away, though, from the catcher, Carroll, and that moves Gaunce over to third base. Pitch here up and in, and Gaunce going to try to score, and they are going to tag. Oh, he slid under the tag.
The tag was high. He was behind the base. He came down, and he was under the tag. I'll agree with the call.
Yeah, it was a good call.
I mean, that's the way it looked here.
The throw definitely beat him, but he definitely slid under the tag of Bewley. So a good call there, and it's 5-3. So Blue Jays back to within 2 runs now. They're down to their final 2 outs, though. It's a 1-1 count to Hunter Simmons. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
The Mets scored early, and the Blue Jays are scoring late.
And Bewley comes with a good fastball, which Simmons swings through for strike 3, and out number 2.
Forced strikeout by Bewley.
So that brings up Ryan Furlong, the Blue Jays shortstop, trying to keep the game alive for his team.
Furlong has walked and grounded to short.
First pitch to him, misses outside.
Well, nobody on base now, and they still trail by 2. So, I mean, Bewley just wants to, throw strikes now, worry about the batter with 2 down. So.
Pitch here misses outside, 2-0. Don't forget, if you want a copy of this game with both audio and video, you can call the Glasgow Electric Plant Board, 270-651-8341. Get a copy on DVD, I would assume. Pitch here in there for a strike, 2-1. They'll have copies of all 3 division championship games that we have done on the air. The third one coming up in just a little bit here tonight. Pitch here misses upstairs. 3-1. And that one in there for a called strike, so the count will go full.
I think Mr. Furlong thought it was a ball. He was getting ready to take off to first.
Blue Jays down to their final strike here. Pitch from Bewley is inside, and Furlong draws the walk. And that will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Jacob Brunson.
Blue Jays stay alive.
First pitch is fouled off out of play.
Brunson grounded into the double play his first at bat. Hit a hard hit ball to the first baseman. I guess at the time that wasn't Jesse wasn't there at the time, was he?
I think it would have been
Preston Gaunce. No, it was I guess
it was Wooten that started there.
Yeah, Wooten. It would have been Wooten.
Yeah, it was Wooten that started at first base. Pitch here is a ball to Brunson, and it got away from the catcher, so Furlong takes second base.
But it hit a hard ball to Wooten, and he, stepped on the bag and went across the diamond for the double play.
Foul ball again by Brunson. 1-2.
If he could get a base hit, he could pull him within 1.
Bewley sets and delivers, and it's inside and high, and catcher Carroll couldn't handle it. So that's going to move Furlong over to third base.
Well, the pitcher's beginning, he's getting a little tired, a little hot. I mean, it's just about the 8th batter he's faced.
I promise you he's getting hot.
Yeah, 9th batter he's faced.
Swing and a miss, and that will do it. The Mets win the championship here, the Glasgow Athletic Program 10 and under division with a 5-3 victory over the Blue Jays. We'll come back in just a moment, go down onto the field, and talk with the coaches and players for each ball club. We're back after this on WCLD Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Back here at Beaver Trail Ballpark, where the Mets have captured the championship of the 10 and under division over the Blue Jays with a final score of 5-3. And we're going to talk to the Blue Jays first here. We've got their head coach Bryant Boston with us. Bryant didn't get the win here today, but I know you're proud of the effort your kids put out.
Absolutely. We played 500 ball most of the year, and we threw a lot of pitchers. We didn't rely on 2 or 3 kids to get us through the year. I think we threw 6 pitchers this year, and that's absolutely more than any other team down there. So we were developing players, and it proved the point that towards the end of the season we were a better team for it. So very proud of them.
You guys had some miscues early, but hung right in there in this ball game and almost came back and got the victory.
We did. We had some miscues early. We come out a little flat. It's hot out here. I don't know if they swam at the pool today or what, but we was a little flat, to say the least. But we come in there, we hung in there, and we had a game plan, and just didn't work out for us today. But doesn't mean I'm any less proud of the kids. We've had a great season, had 2 great assistant coaches, Parents has been awesome. Just couldn't ask for anything any better. My second time around, and it's as fun as it was first time, that's for sure. So
Congratulations on a great season. Let's talk to the kids.
absolutely.
All right, guys, if you'll come up for me, one at a time here. All right, let's turn and look at the camera here on top of the first base dugout. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Luton. I'm 9 years old.
Holden, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Highland in 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Just getting to be with my friends and having fun and just being active.
All right, good job. Good game.
Good job, Holden.
Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
Easton Jesse Nunn.
Easton, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Highland Elementary, 4th grade.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Fielding.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Preston Dorrance. I'm 9 years old.
What school do you go to, Preston, and what grade are you going to be in?
I used to go to Red Cross, but now I'm transferring to Highland, and I'm going to get help back, so I'm going to 4th grade.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
And pitching.
Pitching. Did a good job today. All right, good job.
Good job, Chris.
What's your name and how old are you?
Hunter Simmons in 10.
All right, Hunter, excuse me. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
South Green Elementary, 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Catching and pitching and batting.
A little bit of everything. All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Valence Owen, I'm 9 years old.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
South Green in 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Pitching.
Okay, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Jacob Benson, and I'm 8 years old.
All right, Jacob. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Red Cross Elementary, and I'm going to be in 4th.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Everything.
Okay, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is B.A., and I've just turned 10.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to South Green Elementary, and I'm going to be in 5th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Catching the ball and feeling how it feels to be in it.
Okay, good game. What's your name and how old are you?
Luke Simmons, and I'm 9.
All right, Luke. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to school at Highland Elementary, and I'm going to be in 4th.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Fielding.
All right, good job. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
I am Kip Metter. I'm 10 years old.
All right, Kip. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to South Green Elementary, and I'm going into 5th grade.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Hitting ball.
Okay, good job. Is that everybody, Bryant? All right, that's the Blue Jays, the runners-up here in the 10 and under division, the Glasgow Athletic Program. Let's talk to the champions of the tournament, and that is the Mets. If we can get their head coach, Mike Sloan, to come up here and join us. Mike having a quick word with his kids, but we'll get him to break away for that for just a moment. Mike, congratulations. Your kids played a great game.
Thanks, Joey. They look good out there. Got a real good bunch of kids. They listen really well, and it's been a real fun season.
Your kids, just tell me a little bit about your year. I know you've had a great year. I think you finished 12-1 after the day's win.
Yes, sir. We started out and lost the first game of the season. Went to worked on some things that we needed to, and never looked back the rest of the season and won every game. So we had some close ones, but the guys fought hard and come through and have played a great season. Great season.
Congratulations, Mike. Let's talk to you kids.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, come up one at a time here. We're going to look over towards the first base dugout, okay? What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Weston, and I'm 9 years old.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Park City, I'm going to be in 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Fielding.
Okay, good job. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
Bo Shelton, and I'm 8 years old.
Bo, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm in Highland, and I'm going to be in 4th grade.
What do you like most about baseball?
Hitting.
Okay, good game. What's your name and how old are you?
Bray Buey, and 8.
All right, Bray, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Red Cross, and I'm going to be in 3rd grade.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Hitting.
Okay, good game. What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Zachary Fine, and I'm 9.
Zachary, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Lee Grant Elementary, and I'm going to be in 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Pitching.
Okay, good game. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
John Carter Walbert, and I'm 9.
John Carter, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm going to be in 4th grade, and I go to South Green Elementary.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Second base.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Braden Minor, and 9.
Braden, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Lee Grant Elementary, and 4th.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
First base.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Maddox Davis, and I'm 9 years old.
Max, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to North Jackson, and the grade I'm going to be in.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
The thing I love to play in baseball is I like to be outfield.
All right. Oh, sorry. Did you have something else?
I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good job. What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Braden Dixon, and I'm 9 years old.
Braden, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Park City, and I'll be in 4th grade.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Fielding.
All right, good job. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
My name is Max Wyatt, and I am 10.
Max, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to South Green Elementary, and I'm going to be in 6th grade.
And what do you like about playing baseball?
When you least expect you're going to hit the ball, you just hit it.
All right, good job. Those are the Mets, the champions of the 10 and under division here in the Glasgow Athletic Program. We'll come back, or actually, Bruce probably has the stats ready to go right now. Bruce, you want to take that?
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.